Hello, my name is Mitch Binhecker, and for my international management class, my project, the country we got was Turkey. So that's what I will be talking about. So Turkey has a population of over 79 million people. So as of right now, that will be ranked third of the largest population in Europe, right behind Russia and Germany. Just to establish that Turkey does have a large population, so a big market. The official language is Turkish. Also, Kurdish is one of the languages that's spoken a lot in Turkey, but they do have an established language by the government. Um, the religion is Islam, and it's a very big part of Turkey. Like about 99.8% of the people that live in Turkey consider themselves Muslims, and the currency Turkey uses is the lira. This is one of the things that Turkey is struggling with by going into the EU, because the EU pretty much requires to use the euro, and that is something Turkey is not very fond of yet. So the political system in Turkey is a democratic parliamentary republic. This was established by Mustafa Kemal Atatürk in 1922, right after the Ottoman Empire fell. This is also after World War One, where Turkey was considered one of the losers at the end of it. In 2014, there was a referendum to have a president. So from 2014, they actually established that the Turkish will do a popular vote to pick a president. As of right now, it's Erdogan, and he has been established since 2014 and is still the president as of right now. Turkey is also a secular state, so that means that it does not apply to Sharia law. So that is not considered one of the bases of the Turkish political and government body. In 2017, there was a big referendum in Turkey, what was a highlight for many news channels. It was actually for the people to choose if Erdogan, the president, would gain more power and actually be able to, some people say as a dictator. He was just able to get a bigger piece of the pie in the political system of Turkey. They voted yes for that. So other problems that they have political wise is terrorist groups, the freedom of speech, what has gone down in Turkey, because it is now illegal to actually talk bad or negative about Erdogan. There's been people who've been arrested and actually been put in jail because they did that. There's also a lot of tensions between Russia, Syria, and China, because Erdogan is more on the side of Turkey and China, on the side of Russia and China. He's very good friends with Putin, and that sometimes builds friction with countries like Western Europe and America. Erdogan is still trying to establish more power for him as well. Uh, some of the political advantages: it is a top 20 economy in the world by GDP, and there's a lot of free trade and investment opportunities that government is even trying to create more opportunities for businesses. Okay, so the two Hofstads that I have, well, the first one is uncertainty avoidance. This is the highest where Turkey ranks. They scored a 85 in the Hofstad Insights test, what is extremely high. So they kind of want to not people don't take problems in their own hands most of the time. They wait till somebody else tells them what to do. This is also because they have a lot of religious rituals from the Islamic that's been rooted into their way of doing things, and a lot of need for rules and policies. And this is one of the things Erdogan exploits, that opportunity to do that. For example, an example is that they change frightens them because it seems like they're stepping away from Allah. Also, leaving the parental home is for males 26 and females 21. That's fairly late considered Western Europeans and Americans. And most of the time when they leave the house, they immediately step into their own family or career. Masculinity and femininity. Turkey scored a 45, so they scored a very fairly in the middle, but it's still considered more feminine. This is also because of the fear of change, and family and care is one of the biggest and number one priorities in Turkish lives, not reaching millions of dollars, but more, can I take care of my family for the rest of the time and, stay close to my family. Our government is trying to change the masculinity. It's trying to get equal work opportunities for females and pay opportunities, and it's also trying to create a bigger economy. That's why they have a laissez-faire attitude towards investment and trade. Well, that was my presentation. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you.